Hello, everybody. This is Racquel Palmisi, and I'd like to welcome you to Wisdom Wednesday. And let's take a deep breath to just get started with each other and circulate some energy, breathing all the way in and then letting it go, letting go, letting go, breathing out. Such a good thing to do, such a wonderful way to get grounded and centered in the day is the simple act of taking a really good, honest breath. So let's do a few more all the way in, breathing and opening, holding it at the top, feeling the heart space open. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Feel your body, feel yourself. And let go of all stress, tension, whatever might be building up in your day so far. A few more nice releasing breaths, moving the shoulders and the body, moving energy, feeling ourselves, feeling our humanity, feeling our life. Have you noticed something extraordinary happening? I have. The extraordinary thing that I've noticed happening is that people are putting themselves out there. People are recording videos just like this. People are sharing their wisdom in Facebook, Instagram, and all kinds of posts. People are writing their hearts. People are encouraging us, encouraging each other to, to assume a new sense of reality, to take a deeper look at this time on the planet, this time of quarantine, this time of isolation, this opportunity to go deep within, to reset, to slow down, to reevaluate, to feel ourselves in all the different iterations of our humanity. There's some wonderfully funny videos and songs. There's some heartfelt pictures and reports of people going beyond their normal, limitations to reach out, standing on their patios and singing their gratitude or their songs. It's a beautiful time. And I think it's extraordinary. I think that in our own way, each of us is doing something very extraordinary, even if we're just laying around trying to wait for time to go by. We are in a process, and we are kind of being forced to take a look in the various mirrors of our lives and see what the heck is actually going on. There are those of us who have sort of an innate understanding that these are times of opportunity, and not to sound trite or overused expressions or anything, but it's really true. We have an opportunity right now to really take a deep look into our lives and see what we've been running so fast from, why we have a need to be so busy, to keep escaping into, to be entertained all the time. Even though sometimes that entertainment looks like even spiritual growth, this need to keep running, to keep moving, to keep seeking, to keep going. And all of a sudden, here we are, bang, we're stuck. We can't do it anymore. Even the act of taking a deep breath feels, wow, this is something I can do. And here we are moving into this new era. And as we do, as we're resetting, as we're coming into our own in a whole new way, hopefully, as we are holding space for a global initiative of reevaluation, reconstruction in a better way. There's so many aspects to that. There's so many beautiful voices are speaking out on now. I won't add myself to that. But what I would like to do right now is ask each of you, and thank you for those who are with me online. Hello. What I'd like to ask each of us to do is to just take a few more breaths and feel ourselves coming in all the way into our body, being very present, feeling into ourselves where we feel kind of stuck. Like, where's that stuckness living in my body? Maybe I'm a little frustrated. Maybe I'm a lot frustrated. Maybe I have 2 and 3 year olds crawling all over me, wanting attention. All the stuff of life happening all at once and nowhere to go. So feeling that, feeling the body, breathing into it, and what it means to be present with all of this that's going on right now. It's easy to say it, but it's really hard to do. As you're breathing, feel yourself dropping in not only to feel your body, but dropping into your life itself. This life, this is your life right now. Here you are. Like you're breathing in, and every time you breathe out, you're dropping an anchor a little further deeper in to your core, into the earth, into that which basically motivates your life. Just feeling it, feeling the life of yourself. And what's coming forth is that one of the things that really need to change, to come into expansion, is the way that we relate to our own life. It is a relationship, after all. How we relate to this life, this gift of life that we're given, that doesn't always feel like such a gift, but we all know that it actually is an opportunity for great healing and great experiencing in this three-dimensional world. Spiritually speaking, we're given all the things of this world to use and challenge us and create a system for us to grow and push our fears and come into an expanded sense of who we are. But when we're so busy running and doing and seeking and thinking and more thinking, what we're actually doing is avoiding this relationship with self. And this relationship with self right now is so important. Like, how do you feel about yourself right now? Where's the stickiness in that relationship? Where's the disappointment? Where's the dreams that you keep chasing and never finding? So as I was preparing myself to come on live with all of you today, what occurred to me is the quality of the relationship, of any relationship, whether it's with a loved one, a partner, a child, relationship to our work in the world, especially in relationship to self, is how present are we in that relationship? How much are you holding back? How much are you holding back on it? Or conversely, how much are you actually leaning into it? How present are you? How available are you? How in service are you to that relationship? That includes a relationship to God, to whatever God means to you, to spirit, to creation itself, to the universe. Call it what you will. That relationship to your life, to your higher self, your spirit self, and to all of creation, to the planet. How much do you hold back? When you take a walk in nature, how much of you do you give to the love of being there? How many of your senses are activated at that very moment to smell, to feel, to listen to the birds and the grasses and the breeze? How much of yourself is leaning in to gratitude and appreciation for all there is in the natural world? And a little bit more difficult to see sometimes is your relationship to your work. How much of the work that you actually do in the world, whether you're a parent or a clerk or a big shot, how much of you is actually present in your work? How much do you lean into it? How much do you give of yourself, of your heart? How much do you share yourself with your clients, the people you work with? In other words, how much love do you put in to your daily activities, to your day, to your world, to your people? How much love are you willing to share? Especially when you compare how much love you're willing to share to how much grumpiness, how much dissatisfaction, how much remorse and regret, how much we can live in a place of always chasing a dream. Yes, I'm doing this job, but it's not my real work. Oh God, the times I've heard that, and from myself as well in the past. And then we're just biding our time, not realizing that the thing we're doing, the very thing we're doing, as we say yes to it and give ourselves all to it, becomes a stepping stone. And that stepping stone is made up of opening to be the best version of ourselves that we can be, no matter what we're doing. Taking out the trash, diapering the baby, anything. How much of yourself are you giving to it? And what that speaks of at a deeper level is the opening of the heart, which is the true powerhouse inside each of us. It holds our unique expressions. It holds the true dream of who we are, as the universe itself has dreamed us, not by what we do, but by who we are as we're doing it. Who we are. Who are we becoming? How do we remove ourselves from the thin little column uh, of boundaries and limitations that we put by the way we identify ourselves, the smallness that we hold ourselves, the very faint light that we're willing to shine on our true self? Oh, I'll find my dream later. I just got to get through this now. When the kids are grown, when I make some money, when I take this class, when I learn this thing, when I get this degree, when I get more confident, when I figure out my birth story, when I oh, deal with my past lives, when oh, no, none of that. It's all escape. And what we're being shown right now is the value of this moment, of this time, to be still, to reset, to know that we are in chrysalis form. Then we come out of this cocoon. What are the qualities that we're actually willing to display, to become? What version of ourselves are we willing to actually live? How big a life do we want? How big a life are we willing to surrender to living? How much of an experience are we actually willing to have in every moment of our day? How present are we? As I say these words, my heart is cracking open with just the love that I'm feeling flowing through this electronic medium. I feel something reaching out to all of you and all of you who may connect with me in the future. That's what happens when I lean in, when I allow the fullness of the experience, even in this two-dimensional machine here that's sitting in front of me, reflecting my own picture back to me. I feel myself in an entirely beautiful field of energy, and you're all in it with me, and thousands of others as well, who just are connecting energetically because they know the truth somewhere in them that everything in life really depends on how present we're willing to be in the moments of it. Along with that is one more thing, and that is having the experience of the moment means to actually gain the great and beautiful skill of looking straight out from our hearts, from our beingness, instead of having something of ourselves, watching ourselves do it. The self-consciousness begins to drop away, and we begin to be embodied so that we are just having the full experience of being in the moment without judgment of ourselves, without watching ourselves do it, without scrutinizing, without figuring anything out about what it means, but just rather living. That is the big yes of life, is being willing to live it fully, completely. So I am going to get quiet for about 15 seconds or so, and I would like you all just to join me, feel yourselves being here. Thank you for going with me on that journey, short journey. I hope you were able to quiet your mind enough to feel being in the energy field with me and with each other and with whoever might tune in the future. I hope you remember as you go through your days, as you begin to wander out from your homes or go to the market, that you look deeply into the eyes of the people that cross your path, that you be super present, that you find presence in your life in these moments. There are angels among us. Perhaps you're one of them. Know yourself, and you will know yourself by leaning in. I love you. Thank you for being with me, for being part of my heart. I will see you next Wednesday. Thank you.